First, I didn't know her at all. I barely spoke to her, maybe one sentence a few years ago, I remember, but a long time ago. But I always admired her a lot.
Well, I went to the academy and I asked him if he wants to work with me, and this is the way that it's been. Easy, simple and direct.
I'm really grateful that she chose me to help her through this stage of her career.
With the appointment coming amongst a hectic mid-season, the pair hit the ground running. It feels like Simona and Patrick have already formed a strong connection on and off the court.
I feel great with him. I love his personality, his energy, and he brings me a lot of confidence.
She's a great champion. She's been #1 in the world. She has several Grand Slams. It's a great challenge because she wants to continue to play and she wants to do well. And that's exciting for me because she's someone who has this level already.
I trust him 100%, so what he's telling me, I really take it with pleasure and very open.
Now that I know her better and I work with her on a daily basis, I have even more admiration for her.
There's arguably never been such an exciting time on the WTA Tour, with young players breaking through to challenge a golden generation still at the top of their game. By working alongside these rising stars at the Muratoglu Academy, you can see this is something Patrick is passionate about.
I think it's an interesting moment for women's tennis because there are a lot of young players coming up. Having my academy and developing young players and bringing them to the top of the game is what excites us so much. To work with players that are young, because we started with all of them very young. Coco was 10, Brenda, Linda were maybe 11 and 9 years old, and we bring them year after year, and when they get on tour and they start to be dangerous, it's very exciting. WTA has a show to have the young ones against the older ones and have this fight of generation. I think it's super exciting, and I think the ones who have proven so much already, who want to stay at the top, and the young ones who want to come and take their place, this is what's exciting about tennis.
Joining Simona at this stage in her career journey would be tough for any coach. Navigating injury issues and at 30 years young, Patrick is fully aware of the challenges ahead. But with Simona's trust, they make a fearsome team ready to optimise their potential.
It's not easy, I can say, but it's not hard. It's coming natural, and I'm doing these things very easy because I trust, and it's kind of natural to change these things because I really know that I have to change these things.
The careers of the players are much longer now. If we were 15, 20 years ago, it would be different, but in today's world, the players are playing much longer. And I definitely feel that she can play 5 more years at the top if we do a good job. I'm also grateful that she chose me to help her go through that second part of her career.
I'm trying to be more positive with myself, to be my best friend actually, and we are doing well.
The pressure is big because she's been #1, she's won Grand Slams, so it's kind of difficult to do better. The goal is to do the same and to maintain that as long as possible.
We need a little bit of time to know each other much better, but I'm really confident that it's going to work well.
She wants to improve all the time, and I think that's the mark of all the biggest champions. They're never satisfied, they want more.
It's exciting times.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
For the journey. Hi, I'm Linda from Ritoa and I'm on the rise.
So Linda, where are you from? Can you tell us a bit about your hometown?
I was born in Prague, as well as my sister, and we're the only family members that were born in Prague, but we have lived there ever since. So, I mean, it's a city with a lot of history, and it's a beautiful place.
Why did you start playing tennis?
Well, parents wanted us to do some sports, and we started doing more sports at the time, but then we chose tennis.
Who is your childhood hero?
I've always looked up to Serena Williams and Roger Federer.
Tell us something people may not know about you.
I love spicy food. I love chili.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, I see myself playing on the tour and playing Grand Slams and top tournaments like these.
And what advice would you give your younger self?
Just keep having fun with it and enjoy the hard work and the competition.
How would you like to leave your mark in tennis?
I've always said that my goal was to win Grand Slam titles and be world #1.
What's it like building a career alongside your younger sister?
It's unbelievable to have a sister doing the same thing I do and just go through everything together.
Do you have any funny stories from practicing together?
I think she's beaten me for sure. When we were younger, we were playing a lot together, practicing together, playing points for fun, which when we were younger could have been challenging. She was saying that I'm cheating. I was saying that she's the one cheating. So parents always had to come between us and calm us down. It's too tight.
Do you and your sister take inspiration from other families on tour, like Venus and Serena?
It's definitely an inspiration, and to see the sisters doing so well and having such a good relationship, even when they get older. And yeah, it's definitely something that we would like to have in the future.
And lastly, what was the first thing you remember buying with your prize money?
We like to go shopping with my sister, but we don't like buy crazy stuff. It's more about the time that we spend together, not what we buy. So probably earrings.
The clay court swing saw world #1 Iga Swiatek go undefeated in a show of supremacy. But there were 3 others who caught the eye. Jill Teichmann, Jessica Pegula and Ons Jabeur all reached career-high rankings running into Roland Garros. The biggest rankings leap pre-French Open was from clay court specialist Teichmann. The Swiss climbed to a career-high 24 in the world after reaching the last 4 in Madrid and the Rome quarterfinals. The left-hander's forehand particularly potent, hitting 58 winners in Rome. Ons Jabeur and Daria Kasatkina converted more break points than Teichmann across Rome and Madrid. Pegula achieved her best ever ranking of 11 after a good run on the European clay. The American dropped just 1 set on the way to Madrid final, and she's making a habit of winning quickly at 1,000 events. Pegula has won 20 matches in straight sets in the last 2 years, a tally only bettered by Swiatek. Her fighting spirit was also on show in Madrid, where she saved 32 break points, once again coming in just behind the world's #1. Tunisian dynamo Ons Jabeur climbed 4 places to #6 in the world. She's hit more winners than any other player this season, and when landing the Madrid title, Ons made history by becoming the first African player to win the tournament. Impressively, Jabeur is only the 4th player in history to reach the Madrid and Rome finals in the same year. But nobody shined more so than Swiatek. After winning Doha and the Sunshine Double, the Pole made it 5 straight WTA Tour titles with wins in Stuttgart and Rome. Can anyone stop her in 2022?
Don't go away. Here's what's still to come.
Every picture tells a story, and we get a special snapshot with Belinda Bencic.
A big throwback there, me and Roger. Or Roger and me, I would say, sorry.
Digital Concert 林家謙成雷同義友已經上架啦！唱作才子林家謙同小清新組合雷同義友，用歌聲帶大家走訪香港優美嘅自然環境，遠離塵囂，一齊夢遊仙境。兩個表演單位都唱出自己嘅大熱作品，輕鬆柔和嘅旋律非常治癒人心，聽完真係煩惱盡消啊！亞洲娛樂組合用戶只係用遙控器撳168去 Move 演唱會 MV 台，然後撳綠色掣超翻下啦，仲可以下載埋 Move App，隨時隨地都可以欣賞到精彩嘅演唱會。
Now H1 娛樂新體驗，觸目登場。你嘅娛樂同應用程式喺晒度，揾戲、 睇片、煲劇、開 Apps， 仲有更多選擇。前所未有嘅智能體驗，全部集於一身，仲可以聲控，轉去 HBO， 播 Matrix， 開 YouTube。今日天氣點啊？開句聲，輕鬆掌控你嘅娛樂同智能家居。請即到 nowtv.hk 登記升級享用 Now H1 同 Google Play、Google 助你嘅全新體驗，智能家居升級娛樂。熄電視啊！
穿梭陰暗澤河，投入廣闊河流，地廣天高，俯瞰容身之所。只因被人性牽引，業障隨身。最恐怖嘅犯罪現場，就喺你一念之間。懸疑犯罪推理系列，讀心術、尼羅河謀殺案，即到 Now 影視點播站即租即睇。發揮創新科技及數據分析嘅力量，我哋提供智能解決方案，帶動優質生活，加快業務轉型，提升客戶體驗，攜手創建更智能嘅未來。電訊盈科企業方案，引領數碼化轉型。籃球場上係一場又一場嘅爭鋒對決，強隊相遇，鬥到你死我活，每一分每一秒都充滿熱血激情。西班牙國家夢幻隊超過20年嘅奮鬥，實現一次又一次嘅創舉，勝利永遠唔會嫌多。西班牙籃球黃金時代嘅故事，由呢班籃球勁女親自揭示佢哋最私隱、最深刻感受嘅一面。西班牙夢幻隊 Now True 現已上架。
Welcome back to WTA All Access. Let's take a look at some of the photos and I will tell you the story for it. I like this one. Hi, I'm Belinda Bencic and this is my snapshot. Wow. Oh, this was cute. This was a birthday surprise. Oh, I like this one. When Patrick Dempsey gave me flowers, I will never forget the moment. I was there with Donna and we were like fangirling big time. Well, so I remember this picture. I have it at home as well. My mom framed it, and I think this is one of my first tennis lessons or tennis sessions, if I can say so. And it was with my dad, and it was just all about, you know, rolling around the ball, trying to catch it, and just trying to hit it with the racket somehow. And I had a very special outfit, so very nice. Oh, yeah, a big throwback there. Me and Roger, or Roger and me, I would say, sorry. And it was in our indoor center where I used to practice, and he would come and practice there sometimes, like for preparation for, I think, maybe Australian Open, I think it was. And I was really lucky to get a picture with him, and it completely made my day, made my week. It was really the highlights. And yeah, then I think it was first Hopman Cup together with Roger, which feels amazing. If you can think about the last picture, I was able to get a picture with him when I was, I don't know, 8 or 9 on this photo, and now I'm actually playing with him in the Hopman Cup, so I was really proud. It was amazing. Oh yeah, I think my favorite photo ever for kind of trophy shoot or medal shoot, if you want to say. Yeah, I think it's my biggest achievement, and I think it will always be the biggest achievement, and I think I could not have a bigger smile. Don't you agree? And oh, yeah, also a very cool one. This was me watching the Miami Open, or not watching, I was visiting the stadium. There was no one there. I was 6 years old and we were like in Florida, you know, like playing tennis. I mean, I was playing tennis, and then I was really proud I could kind of recreate it because I got to the Miami Open as a qualifier. I think I was there, but it made me really proud. I was like in the same place, and it actually took me a long time to recreate this photo, like the same pose and everything. Yeah, so this one, it was my latest win in Charleston. I really love the trophy. I like the colors of it and everything, so I was really happy when these pictures turned out nice. Yeah, with Maria in the ice bath, not all the way in, I see. We know each other for a long time, so it was a kind of like memories, but I think I was maybe 14, 15. She was 16, 17, I think, so I think this was in Boca at Everett's Academy. So it's some nice memories with her. And this was very cool. It was the WTA finals in Shenzhen, and I'm so proud to actually be in the picture with all these amazing women, and yeah, just to have this tournament there, and it's a great memory, and I definitely want to go back again and make it to the top 8.
Come sit down with me and finally catch up with what I've been doing off the court.
Bianca Andreescu catapulted herself into tennis stardom after becoming the first Canadian to win a Grand Slam. 2 turbulent years later, the former world number 4 made a big decision to step away from the game she loved.
I was struggling a lot mentally. I remember just like crying at night, not knowing what to do, because in my heart I knew I needed to take this break. It took about like 6 weeks, I would say, for me to like really think about it and to finally come to that conclusion. I felt like I was identifying myself too much with my sport, too much with my results, and there was nothing really outside of that. Making that decision for myself, I felt very empowered. It was kind of like I'm taking control of my life. I do have to say it was one of the most difficult decisions ever to like take a step back from doing something that I love, but it was probably one of the best decisions ever.
Bianca's journey took her on a personal pilgrimage to Costa Rica.
It was everything, because for me, I wanted to put myself as a human being before my sport. And, you know, sometimes I feel like I was doing that, but it wasn't consistent. And taking that time for myself, I had all the time in the world to think about everything I ever, you know, wanted or need, or I thought about a lot of the future, of how I envisioned that, and then the past, and like how I can just become better. Every day it was like yoga, qigong. There was some people that would speak about certain topics. Really having that time without any other distractions was amazing. I was kind of like soul searching, and I think I truly found myself.
A refreshed Bianca felt it was the right time to return to court. A decision that did not come lightly.
There's always that little doubt. I just felt that I learned everything that I needed to learn, and I felt more content with myself. I felt more content with everybody around me, because putting everyone through what I was going through last year was very difficult. I felt like it was very unfair to them. Coming to the decision, I just said, I don't want to waste any more time in a way. I am 21, but you see other players that are like 16, 17, 18, they're taking control of the tours. And just watching everybody play tennis and like compete just really made me want to step back on court again.
Stuttgart would be the location of the highly anticipated comeback. And it's safe to say Bianca is delighted to be playing once more.
It feels amazing. I played my first round, and I know I didn't play my best tennis, but I didn't want to put any pressure on myself. And even in the second round, competing against number 4 in the world, it was nice to see where my level's at, and taking that set was great. I just want to continue to become more consistent in how I want to compete.
It's a joy to see her back. It really is. And it's going to be fascinating to see how she goes over the next few weeks.
I want to look at like my main purpose in life, which is to give back and contribute to a better world in however, scale possible. I always want to be an inspiration for others. Like I've always yearned for that. And I want to make tennis that platform to help me get to that point. I get messages on Instagram, on Facebook, and it really opened my eyes to what tennis can really bring me, and it just brought me a lot of joy. Playing tennis again, if I can continue to grow that platform, I think I can do even more stuff like that.
After a fortnight's excitement on the French clay, the 126th edition of Roland Garros crowned its latest champion. The final saw 18-year-old Coco Gauff in her first Grand Slam final, taking on the seemingly untouchable 2020 winner Iga Świątek. Since claiming the world #1 spot in March, the Polish player was on an astonishing winning streak, capturing 5 consecutive titles already this season. A 6th was on the horizon. Experience prevailed in the first set as Świątek raced to a 4-1 lead, later claiming the opener 6-1. Gauff retaliated in the second, giving her fans a glimmer of hope. But nerves and Świątek's outstanding form got the better of the young American. Having turned 21 herself earlier at the tournament, Świątek could now celebrate a second career Grand Slam title. The emphatic victory in Paris elevating her winning streak to 35, a number which no woman has surpassed this century.
I'm more aware of how it is to win a Grand Slam and what it takes. In 2020 it was all, I just felt that I'm lucky, and this time I felt like I really did the work. Having that 35th win, doing something more than Serena did, it's something special. I've done something that nobody ever done. Maybe it's going to be even more, so yeah, this one was special.